So I shared that I haven't seen signs in years. And I'm utterly fascinated because I don't have the time to look or notice signs. What I notice are opportunities and possibilities. And so I get on Facebook this morning and I see a discussion about signs. And that doesn't give me a sign. Hey, Mr. 2020, you are a happy living teacher. Hey, Mr. 2020, you're going to make some money today. Here's what happens. I see this and I see an opportunity. I see a possibility to give. I see it's exciting to me. It's inviting to me because I'm not looking for a sign. I'm not looking for a sign that people like what I do or what I say. I don't care. I got to be honest. I just got to I'm like Neville. Neville said I will preach it to the bare walls. If they don't want to hear it, that's fine. But he had to share what he had to share. His state had him share what he had to share. His state had him see what he just had to see. And he wasn't looking for a sign. He was experiencing possibilities. He was experiencing opportunities. So, Happy Living Puppy Dad existed before there were puppies here. And a buddy of mine brought over a dog that he was given. And I just went, oh wow. I accepted being given a dog too. It was that fast. Right? I just experienced the joy of being given a dog and having a dog like that to run around the garden. And turns out he moved and gave me the dog. I didn't make it about him. I didn't make it about that dog. But Emmett's been with us for 11 years, 12 years now. A long time. Good dog. The same thing happened with my Mercedes. I'd been kicking around what kind of car, Mercedes or BMW. And I kept getting Mercedes. I'm a long-term Bimmer guy. I like having a car that if your Kia car hits it, I can wipe it off with a hanky. But I was feeling the hankering for something new. And it's been 40 years since I've driven a Mercedes. So I don't remember what they feel like. I don't even know what kind of Mercedes I want. And I was in the parking lot of the pool. I passed a parking space because my gut said no. I took the furthest parking space from the door because my gut said yes. And I just listened to my gut, right? Keeps me out of trouble. And so, in other words, I'm listening to me. And I get out of the car and I'm chatting with Victoria and I see this gorgeous car. And I went, wow, that's the kind of Mercedes I could own. And I could just feel ownership, right? I could just feel ownership. And so possibility kicks its way in. I moved to get into it. Possibility shows up. And I'm chatting with my buddy Rod. This is like 77 minutes later. We're in the pool. And maybe I said this. I'm chatting with my buddy Rod. And we're talking about sourdough bread and balsamic vinegar and his granddaughter Eva. And my buddy Jim comes in. He goes, 20, have you found a Mercedes yet? And I said, no, Jim, I haven't. And he goes, I just put 2 issues of the Mercedes magazine next to your big yellow bag. Enjoy them. And Rod overhears this. And Rod says, you're looking to buy a Mercedes? I said, yeah, I am. And he goes, okay. I said, are you looking to sell a Mercedes, Rod? He goes, I am. And before we even get outside, we're chatting. And I said, look, I'm the guy. I buy things from people who I know, love, and trust. And we've had a lot of conversations. And I know, love, and trust you, and I'll buy your car. And then I asked what color it was. All right, turns out it's silver. Oh, wow, that's cool. So he goes, do you want to see it? I'm like, yeah. So we go outside. Do you want to drive it? No. Right? Just drive me around the block. And it's that very car. 77 minutes later, I've bought a collectible Mercedes for less than the price of a used Chevrolet. This is what I used to do with Bimmers all the time. But here's the thing. My state sees opportunities and senses possibilities. I see an opportunity this morning. People are talking about signs. Sign everywhere, sign. Yeah, I'm seeing signs, not seeing signs. I don't know what that means. In other words, they're going mental. And Neville Gutter was very clear. There's a massive difference between mental and imaginal. On the other hand, so we've got opportunities. I see that as an opportunity to teach something that will change a life, because I'm big on that. Because somebody teaching things that changed lives changed my life, and I had PTSD. Bad. But meanwhile, that's opportunity. possibility. And Jim came to the pool. And Jim gave me the magazine. And Jim talked about the magazine right in front of Rod. And Rod sold me the car. He was considering the possibility of a new car for him and his wife. And I've seen no signs for years. What I see are opportunities that I can act upon, and I can see possibilities that just present themselves. Like Neville Goddard said, all that you do and all that befalls you comes from your state. See how hard I work at this? That's how hard I work at life. A lot of people, they make their marriages work. They want to make their marriages work. They want things to work out between them and their special person. They're working it and nailing their wish fulfilled. I'm a fan of playing in the playground of possibilities. My name is Mr. 2020. This is the Power of Imagination podcast, where we explore one thing and one thing only. Neville Goddard called it Jesus Christ, your own wonderful human imagination. Have you not heard that God lives within you? You notice God didn't need affirmations or mind movies or mantras or Brian Wave recordings to create all this cool shit in 7 days. Didn't have to feel it real for one thing for 72 hours in a row. He didn't have to do the Millikan method. He didn't have to do any of that stuff. He didn't walk around saying, I will not make a platypus. Your awareness of being is God. Jesus Christ lives within you. If you want to explore with us, we've got ManifestingMasteryDeluxe.com. It's a 90-day program. Costs about $2 a day. It's like $2.20. Less than the price of a cheapo donut. About half the price of a cheapo donut. Krispy Kreme donut in Australia is like $4. So for about the price of half a donut a day. Or you can dick around. That's totally up to you. Keep looking for signs. People who dick around, they look for signs. And, what if it's true? Seeking signs means you're not seeing from the state of your wish fulfilled. Opportunity, possibility, dive deeper, soar higher. See ya.